Good day everyone, welcome to the Proud Geek channel. This is the Daily News Bulletin. Big news in the virtual reality world. Palmer Luckey, co-founder of Oculus, is leaving the company and, by the same way, the Facebook development team. Oculus confirmed the news yesterday afternoon, and we don't know what actually triggered his departure. But recently, he hasn't been attracting much popularity to the Oculus devices, as it was found out that he contributed to Donald Trump's campaign, and, even more recently, ZeniMax, property of Bethesda, won a lawsuit against Oculus for stealing technology that went into the Oculus Rift virtual reality headset. So this is a big loss for Oculus, and I guess that at some point he has to take the blame. We don't know what Luckey's plans are for the future. I'm sure you won't have any trouble finding a job elsewhere. But for the moment, Vice President of Oculus, Hugo Barra, should take interim. And when you look at all the recent things with Oculus, you have to wonder, could the company be slowly falling apart, and could they meet a slow death in the future? Be very careful if you try to buy a Nintendo Switch from third-party sellers. Recently, many scams have been going on websites such as Amazon, with the console being in high demand. We know of people selling the Switch for a higher price than retail, and if you want to pay for that, well, that's your thing. But there are also some claiming to sell it at a lower price, sometimes even half of what it is truly worth. And when someone buys it, as soon as the money is transferred, the account disappears and we never hear of the seller again. So even if you fill a claim, well, your money is lost because the account disappeared. So this is only to remind everyone, of course, that you have to be very careful when you buy online, especially things that are worth a relatively big amount of money, such as a video game console. If the sellers has close to no buying selling history and reviews, or if an item is sold cheaper than what it is truly worth, this should already trigger an alarm. And needless to say that when something seems too good to be true, it usually is. Fans of The Witcher, during a recent Q&A, Project Reds told us that we might actually see a fourth Witcher game. Though Geralt's story is supposed to be finished, as the game was originally planned as a trilogy, it doesn't mean that we won't be seeing other games in the same universe and maybe with other characters. The Witcher 3 was a huge critical and commercial success, so it is likely that another game will be produced as it is what brings a lot of money to the company. But definitely don't expect it anytime soon. It was also announced this week that the whole Witcher franchise, by the way, sold over 25 million copies of all their games, which is nothing to pry about. The team is working on other projects for the time being, but they don't seem ready to abandon their fantasy world yet, so stay tuned. Many of us are sad that Club Penguin, the kind of Flash-based sandbox MMO for kids and teenagers, closed a few days ago after 12 years running. Disney did release an application on iOS and Android devices called Club Penguin Island to replace it, but already it seems like it won't be even close to be as popular as the original Club Penguin. Most of what made the original game fun was removed, and basically, if you want to experience all the cool features in the app, you now have to pay to unlock it, a subscription fees of $5 a month. Though you can play for free, of course, the stuff you truly want must be paid for. And maybe everyone is just sad about the closing of the original Club Penguin, but consensus seems to point toward Club Penguin Island being a very poor replacement for what was the game at the origin. And we finish with Konami, who might soon find itself in a court of law after ex-footballer Diego Maradona decided to sue the company for using his image without his permission. Considered by many as the greatest footballer of all time, he learned that Konami used his image in their games PES 2017. His face is shown in the My Club mode, which is a mode in which player can build a team of all-star players, both active and retired. For those who don't know, Maradona had a long 21-year career in football, won countless trophies, and was even deemed Player of the Century during the year 2000 World Cup. Maybe Konami will release an update removing him from the game before arriving in court, and well, Maradona got the right to agree or not to have his image used or not, after all. Though, to me, this feels kind of a bit of childish play at the same time, because I don't think his reputation will be affected in any way with a game that actually puts him in the All-Star section. So that's it for today, everyone. I thank you once again for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and share my videos on your Facebook and Twitter page so that your friends can also find out about me. You can of course make donations on PayPal and Patreon if you want to encourage me to improve this channel. It would be greatly appreciated. And don't miss the show from the couch every Thursday afternoon. It is a live YouTube show in which we discusses the geek highlights of the week in gaming and technology. It all happens on the official Windows 8 channel at 4 p.m. Eastern Time or 8 p.m. Universal Time. So please be there. That's cool. There's a chat room. You can ask questions. We will answer you. And I hope to see you there, everyone. And also wish you a very nice weekend.